If you live in an area with cold winter months, you know that your pool season is limited to the few hot months when your pool temperature is in a comfortable range. I'm going to show you how you can extend your pool season with a simple pool heater made with store-bought parts and without using any additional pumps. So the one factor that usually determines when you start swimming in the summer and stop swimming in the fall is your water temperature. Nobody wants to swim in freezing cold water. Obviously, heating this water is the way to increase your swim season. There are pool heaters out there that cost a fortune and require a whole lot of setup, and nobody wants to add to their utilities bills right now, seeing as how these things run off gas or electric. I searched online to find DIY pool heaters and found a bunch of different versions of heaters, kind of like the one behind me. It's basically about 200 to 300 feet of irrigation tubing. It was really cheap and simple to make. Basically what it does is the black tubing absorbs all the heat from the sun and transfers that heat into the pool water you have running through it. Now it's the middle of May and I've already opened up my pool, which explains why it looks like the way it does. But while I'm working on clearing up that water, I'm already working on heating up my water, which means I'll be swimming long before any of my neighbors are. So what makes my setup so unique, and the reason why I actually created this video, is to show you the way that I am pumping the water through my solar heater. I'm not using a conventional sump pump that I drop into my pool. I'm actually letting the pool pump filter itself pump the water and force it through my heater. About a year ago, I decided to hard pipe my pool system because I was getting tired of having to disconnect and reconnect my flex lines every year, and they would leak every now and again. So PVC pipe was the way to go, and it was actually this that gave me the idea of being able to add a diverter valve to supply my pool heater. Some pumps are expensive. It's kind of cumbersome to have an additional pump and some hose and an electrical wire running into your pool. I like the look of doing it this way because you virtually see nothing. Also, another thing was the use of electricity with a sump pump and also a timer, because you don't want to just be running it 24 hours a day. You only want to be running this heater during the hot hours of the day. With my heater water being controlled by my pool pump, I set my pool pump to run during the hot hours of the day. Therefore, I take advantage of the hot sun to heat up my water at the same time that I'm filtering my pool. Other videos showed using submersible pumps, and I tried that at first. The problem that I had was these submersible pumps have too much water pressure, and it forces the water through the heater too fast, and it doesn't actually absorb the heat from the sun. So in order for that to work, you'd actually have to slow down the water flow from your submersible pump, putting some kind of valve on it. It got a little too complicated, and that's why this method seems very easy, because it actually includes a diverter valve right into the system. So I can turn this down to any speed that I want the water to run through my heater. Obviously, the slower the better. It'll absorb more heat from the sun. Normally, I've got my return line putting the water back into the pool connected to my actual supply jet, but for the sake of the video, I've disconnected it so that you can actually see the flow of water change. So if you want to be that house in the neighborhood that's first to use your pool in the summer and the last one to use it in the fall, then invest a few dollars and some time into a solar-powered pool heater with no additional pump parts. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button.